Hey everyone, this is Jeff of Cart Disc Digital, and today we're going to be starting a Let's Play for The Legend of Zelda on the NES. So let's check it out. Alright, so go in the first cave here. And get the sword. The wooden sword, the level 1 sword, of course. And so, you could just go straight to level 1, of course, and this game is a little bit non-linear in that you can go to a lot of the later levels early if you want. You can't always finish them necessarily, but you can go into them. Like I could go to level 6, for example. I think is the latest one to go to at the very beginning of the game. And you don't need an item to get in, for example. I think 7 and 8 need items to get into, if I remember correctly. But, yeah. But I'm not going to do that, obviously, because in the case of 6, you need a couple items to defeat the boss there, and you won't be able to get the Triforce piece without the boss, obviously. So, the screen on this left, it has a hidden heart container on there. You bomb the ball there in the correct spot, and there'll be a choice there where you can get medicine or a heart container. There's several of those in the game, and you always, unless you're going for like a 3-heart game or something like that, you always want to pick the heart containers, because once you get the letter item, you can use that and give it to the old woman that's in the cave by herself saying nothing, and she'll offer to sell you medicine once you show her the letter. But there's no vendor, as far as I know, in the game that sells heart containers. Although in the second quest, I think buy heart containers or leave a heart container, something like that. I can't remember exactly how it works. It's been a while since I played the second quest all the way through. I might do that on a Let's Play on the channel eventually, but for right now, this is the first quest. And here is a shop here. We can buy bombs here. Normally I go for the drop, but I'll go ahead and buy them. Money is not an issue in this game. It's very easy to get money in this game, even if you don't use the money-making game. So there's a few different spots in the game where you can go into a cave and it'll be a money-making game, and basically it's I guess betting money that you'll get the right amount of the rupees. So you'll have a chance to gain rupees or lose rupees, basically. Here's what I was talking about: getting the medicine or heart container. And of course, we're going to take the heart container. There's another one of those a bit further up on the map that we'll get. And that will give us 5 once we do that. And once we have 5, we have enough to get the level 2 sword, which in this game is called the White Sword. And that will make our attack more powerful, obviously. Kill things like the blue locker rocks, for example, in one hit. And that'll make the first couple levels much easier than they would be otherwise. Not that they're that difficult, but still it would be easier when you have a better sword, obviously. And of course, after I buy the bombs, I get a bomb drop. That figures, huh? Well, there's the heart container there, one that we get later. We can't get it right now. We need the ladder item, which I believe is from level 4, and we don't have that yet, of course. Now, up there on the dock is a point where you can launch your raft. Only a couple spots in the game where you can launch the raft, actually. And that one takes you to a island that has a cave with a heart container. Or medicine, get either one. But we don't have the raft yet. That is in level 3, I think, if I remember correctly. This screen here, we can bomb on this screen up against this wall here. And that is a cave with 30 rupees in it. The famous line is a secret to everybody. The screen we just left has a rock you can push once you have the power bracelet, and that will open up a transport network in the game where you can go down different staircases and it will warp you around to different areas of the game. There's the letter I was talking about earlier. Show that to the old woman as the old man sat there, and she will offer to sell you medicine. Blue medicine or red. Difference is, blue can only be used once, and red can be used twice. Once you use red one time, it turns into blue, basically. And that will restore your life to full, if I remember correctly. This tree right there, the cave that you can go in, that is a money-making game. That's what I was talking about earlier. You can use the save and quit method to save your game once you get a good result, and you can make lots of money that way. And this is a secret area right here. You go up through the wall there, and the hidden staircase, and you get 100 rupees. Pretty cool. So in later games in the series, your maximum rupees you can carry is 999, and I think some have 9,999, but this game is only 255. So we're already more than halfway to the maximum we can carry. There is the other screen with the heart container I was talking about earlier, right there, bombed as you can see. And bomb explosions in this game, unlike other ones in the Zelda series, do not hurt you. You don't have to worry about that. Now we have 5 heart containers, so we can go get the white sword. I'm gonna go this way this time. Normally I go around the other way, but I decided to do it this way. So if you go from here, you can go to level 5, keep going up. You can go back right or go back down, you'll just keep going in the same screen. Here's a screen with the white sword. Well, the path to the white sword, I should say. In this cave right here. In the blue Lionel, though, those are some tough enemies. You want to avoid them in the early game, if at all possible. You can take off a good chunk of your health if they hit you. And our shield can't block their sword beam attacks yet. You need the shield upgrade, which is the magical shield, I believe it's called. If I remember correctly. And that will allow us to block those. And also the fireballs from the Zora enemies there. The water. I always thought these boulders looked like chicken nuggets, kind of. Maybe not, I don't know, that's just what I thought. Kind of funny looking. Here's another spot we can bomb right here. This is a cave where the old woman is, as I mentioned that we showed the letter to, and she will sell us medicine. I'll get the red, which is the better option, obviously. And I like to keep bombs until I get the boomerang to off the B button. I'd put it on the candle if I had the candle, but I don't have that yet. So we can go buy that momentarily. So I like to, as I was saying earlier, I like to get a few things before going to level 1. Bombs being one thing, and candle being another, and the shield and white sword if possible, also. Well, the white sword is definitely possible, but the shield, I'll need 90 rupees for that. Candle needs 60, so I need quite a bit more here. So I can go for those. And in this game, there's only 1 and 5 rupee drops from enemies. There's the 20 rupees and 10 rupees and 50 and all that. Those don't exist in this game. Then it comes to later in the series. There's the dock that goes to level 4. Get the raft across. 100 rupees exactly like that. This cave is a shop here. And we can go in there and buy the candle. And I think it's 6, if I remember correctly. Yep. This guy will also sell the shield, but there's a cheaper shop that sells the shield for only 90, so like half the price almost. So we'll go that one instead. And you saw that you can buy keys too, but this game has enough keys, you don't need to buy a key, unless you really mess up. And later in the game you get an item that will allow you to not need keys at all. Here's a hidden cave here that you can bomb, obviously, which I did. It's another rupee cave. This one is also 30. This is the most common one, 30. There are a couple, I think there are 10 as well, and then there's like 1 or 2 that are the 100. Oh. So we still need 20 more to get the shield, so we'll go ahead and try to do that now. This cave, I think, is either medicine or a shop. I can't remember which. Medicine. Now, if we hadn't shown her the letter, then she would not say anything, but we already showed her the letter, so she offers to sell some medicine. You don't have to show the letter to every old woman, just one will trigger it for the whole game. I think there's one of the 100 rupee spots over here. Right in here, I think. Yep. There you go, 100 rupees. Nice. Now, another thing you do, you can walk across the top of the staircase like that, and it will allow you to go across it. Or normally, if you walk on the stairs, you would go down the stairs. But if you walk across the top, you don't have to worry about that. You can just walk right over top of it. Kind of cool. Can be useful in certain situations. Alright, we got plenty enough to buy the other shield now. Or the shield upgrade, I should say. And to do that, we're going to go to the hidden shop that sells it for 90 rupees that I was talking about. Which is up in this direction. I think there is a money cave on this screen. Yep. I thought so. Yep, there you go. That's one of the ones that only has 10. So we got even 200 right now. The shop is on this corner tree right here. That sells the shield for 90. It also sells the meat for 100, which we'll need that later in the game. Alright, now we got the shield upgrade. We can get another heart container on the next screen. See if I can remember which bush it is. I think it's like right here. Yeah, look at that. Alright, there's another option where you can pick medicine or a heart container. Of course, we're taking the heart container. On this screen, we can burn another bush, and there'll be another cave of rupees for us. I think it's 30 in this one. I think it's right here. Yep. Yep, 30 for that one. That's what I thought. Alright, now we can finally go to level 1. We're back on the screen now. We could possibly grind for more rupees and go get like the blue ring or something like that, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We'll get additional rupees from level 2 from the rope enemies. So in level 1, if you go in and then immediately go back out to the locked door, watch what happens now when we go back in. Ta-da! It's magically unlocked. That's kind of a little trick there. I didn't know that back in the day when I originally played for the first time as a kid, but yeah, I don't know if it's like a glitch or what that causes that to happen. I think it's the only level in the game that does that. There's a key from the Staphos there. And I think you can, once you get the boomerang, you can stun them and you can just walk over top of them and get the key without actually killing them. Or whatever item they're carrying, in this case. There's another key from killing all the keys. That room, there's the blue bats there you saw. And we've been in both of the side rooms, so we'll go up. There's more Staphoses. Got random drops there, and nothing special. There's another key. In this room, you can bomb the top here and go up to the next room, which will have the item for us in it. And that item is the map of this dungeon. And as you can see in the top left, it is shaped kind of like an eagle. I think that is what it's called in the official Nintendo Player's Guide. There's another key from the Staphos, and we can go in the locked door at the top. And here we have our first appearance of the red Goria enemies, which throw boomerangs. And they drop a key for us, another one. So with the white sword there, they take 2 hits, but if we only had the wooden sword, I think that would have been 3 or 4 hits. I think it's 3. There's blue guys, enemies there called traps. Push the block on the left there, out of your way, either down or up, and going down the staircase, and here, and you'll find your first item in the dungeon, which is the bow. Now, the bow in this game is different from other Zelda games in that it doesn't come with arrows. There are no really arrows in the game as far as drops from enemies. There are arrows that you can buy, as you saw in the shop earlier, and once you buy them, you have arrows forever. I mean, there's no ammunition in the game. You don't get arrows as drops from enemies, like I was saying. What the game does instead is it uses your rupee count as your arrows. So every arrow you shoot costs 1 rupee. Which goes right here, and here is another item that we can get on this screen by killing these red Oreos. And there's the boomerang, the regular boomerang. This is an optional item, you don't have to get this, you can go to get the upgraded boomerang in a later level. But I like to switch to the boomerang as my default B item. I don't accidentally use a consumable item like bombs or medicine or something like that. Here we have wall masters coming out of the wall here on the left, and I like to do this, stun them with the boomerang. And just keep pushing B until they're all out. And that's all of them. Then boom, one shot, all gone with the white sword. The key for our efforts, and we can go up. And that sound you heard was the boss making noise. That boss is Aquamentus, his first appearance. Again, 3 shots from the white sword, beams, and he is dead. We'll get a heart container, and we will go in and get the first piece of the Triforce. Pretty easy. There are other rooms in that dungeon, obviously, that I didn't go in. There's one where you can get the compass, and that will show you on the map where the boss or Triforce, I can't remember which one it is located. And you can do that. And there's maybe a couple other keys or something like that, but nothing else that's important there. So you can do that if you want, but you don't have to do that. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda. And we'll tackle level 2 in the next episode, and maybe level 3 as well. We shall see. But thanks for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you next time.